right, boys. We're up and ready to go. It's another Hoopaholics live stream. We got our guy Hoop Rat back for another episode, so thank you for joining us. And then we got our boy Nebs too. Doesn't have the webcam, but you'll hear him in the background. So today's episode, we're doing some super early NBA playoff bracket predictions and some of the playoff seedings and who we feel is going to win the NBA championship this season. I mean, we all know it's going to be the Lakers, but hey, we're going to do it anyways. So I guess let's take a look at our teams and then we'll start placing them how we feel they're going to be seated here. So I can scroll down real quick and we'll take a look at these teams. Some of the playoff seedings and who we feel. All right, here we go. So we got our Eastern Conference to the left and our Western Conference on the right. So first seed, I guess let's start on the West, or you guys want to start on the East? Which one you want to do?
Also, what I was thinking was the way we could format this, kind of the way I set it up, was we could drag the teams that we don't think are going to make the playoffs into that middle row.
Okay.
So basically, cool. I'll make one solid column beneath him, drag all the teams into the middle, and we'll drag them off of the middle, once it starts filling up, until we get left with just our play-in teams, the teams that will be in the play-in tournament. And then from there, we could start seeding out the rest of it.
All right, let's do it that way then.
Word. So I guess one team from each conference back and forth until we're down to the number.
I'm with that.
Yeah. So first things first, for the West, who do you guys have as the potential last seed in the West?
The last
seed.
I think I'm somewhere between the Kings, the Thunder, and sad to say, maybe even the...
I don't think Kings and Thunder are going to make it to the playoffs.
I agree with that. I don't think they're making it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it might be easier to start from top to bottom. We can see who we got left.
For the play-in?
No. One and then go one down.
We can do that.
That's what I was kind of thinking too. I don't know. I feel like it might be easier that way.
All right, cool. So let's do it like that
then. Well, I think we all know who's going to be number one in the West.
The Lakers going to
The Lakers are going to
Lakers and Nuggets are 1 and 2 for me.
I'm just going to go ahead and slide Lakers into that number one spot in the West. So you guys have at 2. Well, Nebu has the Nuggets. Do we have
the Nuggets at 2?
I could see.
I like the Nuggets too.
I could see the Nuggets at 2. I think that might be the safest bet. Regular season Nuggets at 2, probably.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Nuggets got 1, to be honest with you. But I do think
that's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna keep the Lakers at 1 though. But I feel like I can see the Nuggets going really hard to try and get that number 1 spot.
Yeah, young teams be doing that. Young teams go hard for the seeding.
Try and get that advantage.
I could see that being like something like they get an early start and LeBron just like, screw it. I don't care. He's just like, we'll be in the finals.
For sure.
So now the 3 seed in the West. This is where things start getting a little funny.
Where do you guys think the Trailblazers are going to be at?
I was going to say I could see them 5 through 3.
Yeah, Trailblazers.
I got Dallas.
Dallas at home. That's a good one.
Dallas got to be up there. Let me scroll up here. I'm not even on top. There we go.
So should we do Dallas at 3?
I got Dallas or Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Yeah, don't sleep on Phoenix, man.
What?
Don't sleep on Phoenix.
What?
Don't sleep on Phoenix. Nah, I think Phoenix is about to be a top 5 seed. Hey, look, if Chris Paul led the Thunder to a 5 seed last year, he's got a way better team around him right now than he did last year.
Who they have besides Booker, Crowder, and what's his face?
DeAndre
Their
Ayton?
center. Yeah, Ayton.
Yeah, but those are nice.
That's it is.
Hold on. Is Devin Booker better than Shai?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Is DeAndre Ayton better than Steven Adams?
Comparable. They do different. They're different. Different.
No, DeAndre is better.
Steven Adams may be better than DeAndre Ayton at the defensive end. DeAndre Ayton's better than an offensive end.
A lot better than him on the offensive end.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot better than him.
I think Chris Paul is going to make DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton's probably going to be considered the top 5 center this season.
What's he going to be doing? He's going to be going like this, eating.
He's going to be eating.
He gonna be eating.
He gonna be eating. DeAndre eating.
DeAndre eating.
Start the nickname.
Start the nickname now. You heard it here first. The Hoopaholics. So when they start calling him that this season, just know it came from Hoopaholics on the Hoop Network. All right. So for the 3rd seed, man,
I could see the Mavs, the Clippers.
I want to put the Mavs in there because if we're saying that Luka's going to win the MVP, they got to be at least a top 3 seed.
Clippers 4, I say. Clippers are going to be 4.
Yeah, Clippers, I can see that. Yeah, I can see Clippers 4. We'll put Clippers at 4. And then, let's put the Suns at 5, man. Honestly. Let's put the Suns at 5.
I can't put them any lower.
Yeah, I'm serious about that.
Suns at 5.
You think the Suns are going to have a better record than the Clippers?
I think these are honestly. Nah, I can't say for sure. I think the Clippers are going to drop that far, but I could see the Clippers dropping a little bit. But these 3 could be so interchangeable. It's like not even.
Yeah, no. Honestly, the whole West is just going to be insanely competitive.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
I think it's going to be within 1 to 2 games.
Where are the Warriors going to land? Especially with 10 less games as well, so there's going to be only 72.
See,
where are the Warriors at?
I was thinking about the Warriors. Maybe I don't know. No Klay Thompson.
Their team still looks pretty nice.
The Warriors, I
kind of want to put the Blazers ahead of the Warriors, though.
I could see the Warriors like 7 seed. Like
I was gonna say
I got the Warriors above the Blazers.
The play-in goes into the 6th or the 7th seed.
I could see the Blazers being like fighting for the A seed. Honestly.
Oh my! Their team. Have you seen their roster?
Yeah, I have seen it, but this whole Western Conference is so competitive.
Yeah.
And their whole roster got hurt last year, so assuming they stay healthy, then they might be higher.
Wow. If we put the Warriors and say, for instance, the Blazers in right now, there's a lot.
I can see I see the Blazers being somewhere 8, 7, or 6. I mean, they're not gonna be higher than that.
I mean, in my mind, I see the Warriors, the Blazers, and the Pelicans being the teams to get in. There's not really much competition out. Oh,
what about the Jazz?
Jazz.
Wow. I tell you, it's easy for them to miss.
Oh, wow, the Jazz. That's right.
And the Rockets. If Harden's going to be on the team for long enough that they can sneak in.
They're most likely going to try to get a Harden deal before the season starts.
If Harden's on the team, they're definitely making the playoffs.
This is tough.
That's what I'm saying. The Suns aren't going to be that high.
The Suns, I'm still taking the Suns over these other teams, though.
Yeah, no, me too. I can't knock them until they see them try to prove that the bubble was a fluke. But it didn't seem that way. And now they got Chris Paul.
Don't sleep on the
Rockets. Might finish low just because of the chemistry. Their chemistry might be all messed up with James Harden trying to get traded like the whole season. Pretty much now.
The Rockets dropping out, honestly. I don't really think I don't know. As of right now, I just don't see them as a playoff team.
No. With James Harden on the team, you don't think
James Harden doesn't care, though.
I don't anticipate
James
Harden being on the team. I don't know. You're basically relying on Boogie and John Wall to make that push back to where they are as a team for the last 3 years.
I feel like their playoff push relies on whether or not James Harden's actually going to care and actually going to play, and if he doesn't get traded.
Yeah, I just can't put them.
He's going to play.
He's not going to play. He's going to play, but he just looked so like he's out of it. He just wants out so bad, and during this preseason,
have you seen how fat he looks?
Yeah, he looks out of shape and everything. But I mean,
that was all right. He definitely gained some weight, but that picture was bad. Like, look at him, man. He looks fine. He looked fine at the press conference as well. Maybe just the picture.
No, the picture is. Yeah, he's always been a big guy.
He's always been a big boy.
But I'm just saying he does not look like he cares anymore. Like whether they get in the playoffs or not.
This list is really looking. Oh, no. All right, so you know what? On the Western side, I'm gonna start dragging off the teams that not there. So the Kings, first off, I'm getting them off there. Stop looking at Spurs. I'll get them off there. I'll get them off there. T-Wolves, should I get them off there? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, T-Wolves are gone.
Yeah,
T-Wolves are out of there.
T-Wolves are gone.
We're left with the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Rockets, the Warriors, and the Blazers to fill up these last 3 spots.
Grizzlies aren't making it into the final 8. I'm sorry, Grizzlies aren't making it.
I don't think the Grizzlies are gonna make it over those teams either.
They might make it in the playing game, maybe. They might be like a 10, I think.
All right, so I'm removing the Grizzlies. We still got 2 more teams. We got to get out of here.
Wait, hold on. All right, so for the Rockets, are we assuming that Harden's on the team? Like, if we're assuming Harden's on the team,
I mean, as of right now, yeah, he's on the team.
Yeah, I guess we have to go with the team.
It's hard. I don't know. It's hard. I feel like he's not gonna be there the whole season.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
And if that's the case, I can't say the Rockets are gonna make it.
I think, yeah, that's kind of like a personal thing, like personal opinion.
Like if James Harden's on the team the whole year, yeah, they're gonna make it. But that's why it's so hard to judge the Rockets right now because I feel like they're not. Well, he's not gonna be there the whole year.
Well, you think they're obviously gonna get something good back for him. So like if they trade him, so
yeah,
like,
but not necessarily an instant impact. That's gonna.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna get something. Picks. Yeah, they're gonna get something.
If they get Ben Simmons,
that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna trade Ben Simmons.
They've been talking about it a lot.
It seems
they
like
also
they're
said it was
more open to the idea.
They also said it wasn't true though.
They also shot that down. Like
yeah, but they're also gonna say that regardless because that's their guy, and if the trade doesn't go through, then he's got that bad taste in his mouth.
Yeah, well,
see, that's like a no-win situation.
Yeah, they said they've come nowhere close to deals, anyways, even involving Ben Simmons. So I don't know.
The report I just read is saying that the Heat and the Nets are, which I thought the Nets were like kind of out of the running, but it's saying the Heat and the Nets are the 2 front runners.
I don't see how the Nets get it if they're still trying to say, or the Rockets are still trying to say they want either KD or Kyrie because that's.
Yeah, but I don't think that's. I think that was more so. I don't think they ever really expected to get KD or Kyrie out of that deal. Like first off, you're not getting KD, and then they didn't even want Kyrie. Actually, they said they didn't want Kyrie.
Yeah.
Your Heat doing that trade personally.
Starts burning sage down in Houston to get rid of James Harden's evil spirits.
I don't think the Heat will do it.
Yeah, I hope not.
I don't think the Heat are going to do it. So, I mean, like, there's not many teams left that's trying to trade for him. Then I don't know what's going to happen.
So we're just assuming Harden's on the Rockets.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're making the playoffs.
They're making the playoffs. 6.
Yeah. You know what? Man.
If we're assuming Harden's on the team, they're making the playoffs.
Yes, but the same time I don't want to drag Houston up there and leave out one of these other teams.
No, I think the Rockets are going to drop regardless because I don't know.
Yeah, also, why did this whole thing just turn white? Did you move something?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It's just the background.
Don't disrespect James Harden.
Oh, there it is.
Don't disrespect James Harden.
Kind of just disrespecting the team right now. The whole Rockets team. I have nothing wrong with James Harden's the one glowing star of that team right now. Not that I don't like John Wall or Boogie or anything like that. I just don't think they're going to be – I think they're going to be shells of what they were. I mean, maybe not John Wall. John Wall could be all right. I haven't seen enough, but I think Boogie's not going to be what he used to be.
All right, well, so
that don't matter for Harden, though.
I was about to say, just so we don't get stuck too long on this Harden thing, just so we can round out the rest of the West. Even though it's still tough, because if you'd have asked me who's making the playoffs, I would have told you I thought the Jazz, the Pelicans, the Warriors, and the Blazers were going to be in there.
Yeah.
So
Jazz got to be in there for sure.
Yeah, the Jazz are definitely going to make it.
So yeah, 6, 7, or 8.
Jazz make it, then who do I drag out of here?
What are we on? 6 seed right now?
6, yep.
6, holy crap.
I can see the Jazz being like the 6 seed.
Yeah, I was going to say I think the Jazz are going to be like a 6 seed. I would honestly drag the Pelicans out.
I was thinking, I was saying say the 6 is the
I
Jazz.
don't think the Pelicans.
The Warriors. 7 is the Blazers. 8 the Warriors.
Yeah.
I would drag the Pelicans out.
Pelicans out.
Jazz, Blazers, Rockets,
You
Warriors.
got 2 spots left for 3 teams.
You think the Warriors are 9 seed? I can get with that, honestly.
Yeah, the Warriors being the 9th seed. I mean, with no Klay Thompson, I think that's a huge blow.
No Klay Thompson. Andrew Wiggins is not going to be as good as we think he's going to be.
I don't know.
I can't.
So Steph Curry and
I don't know, man. They still have a solid squad there, regardless of losing. All right, so Klay obviously takes him out of contention for a chip, but to take him out of the playoffs,
In the playoffs, honestly.
In my opinion,
honestly,
the Suns are the 9th seed, but
I think the Warriors without Klay, I think the Warriors with no Klay Thompson and James Harden on the Rockets still could have potentially a better team than the Rockets. I think
for sure.
Shoes on the Rockets could easily
I can easily see the Warriors and Trailblazers both having more wins than the Rockets this season.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, I feel like if anybody goes, it's got to be the Rockets.
Yeah, I agree.
The Rockets not going
when James Harden does his thing again, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, so when James Harden does his thing, it's going to be a shock to everybody because
James Harden's going to 6 games this year. He's going to just be chilling at the strip club, eating food until he gets traded.
He's not stepping foot back on the court.
I don't think James Harden feels like doing that anymore. Like he's just
he was training.
He's so over carrying the Rockets already.
Thing, though, honestly. He's like, yeah, my trainers are over there, and they'd be like, sure.
Damn, so
I'm telling you, if he's on the Rockets, they're making the playoffs. We can come back to this. If he leaves the Rockets, they out.
I think that's the thing, though. I think it's only inevitable that he leaves the Rockets. It's just at what point does he leave the Rockets?
Because you really think he's going to play this whole season on the Rockets?
No, I definitely think he's going to be traded by the trade
deadline. By the trade deadline. If he gets traded by the trade deadline, they're
definitely not making it.
It depends on what they're... Okay, look. So if they're asking for Ben Simmons, Matisse, and 3 first-round picks, and that's not close, like, he's on the team. He's going to stay on the team because nobody's like, what...
That's not close because the Sixers don't want to give that up.
All right, no, someone's going to have to budge. Sixers are not going to budge on that. I do not see the Sixers doing that at all.
They're not going to pull the trigger, but I mean, 3 draft picks is kind of like that could easily lower the number of draft picks and still be a good trade for both teams. And at the same time, like, because if you go in and ask them for Ben Simmons and the first round pick for your first offer, you're not getting higher than that. You're not getting any more than that. It's only going down. I guess you got to start high on the asking point.
I mean, as it gets closer and closer to February, they got to do something, right? He's going to be walking for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
His value is only going to drop.
What you mean? He's got a whole nother year on his deal.
Bro, he's going to do what Anthony. Look what Anthony Davis did in the whole Lakers trade thing. Like he was just sitting. Games. Yeah, he was literally just sitting games because he was like, "Oh, I'm not playing." Like I could definitely see James Harden doing that too. He was just like so done.
Thanks.
Anthony Davis was literally over New Orleans, and he was not going to play. And he had like the whole half of that year left still when the trade died, and didn't even go through.
Facts. No, yeah, it's going to take someone to budge first. Obviously, the Rockets or whatever the suitor would be. But I predicted to be the Rockets to budge a little bit because they're just asking for so much right now. It's crazy.
They are, and it's like it's either they're going to let him. They're just going to do this whole thing again next year where it's like he doesn't want to be in Houston and he's going to walk for free. I just don't see that happening. Unless
are we in agreement that the Blazers and the Warriors are the 7 and 8 seed?
I like that.
And now is that Blazers that Warriors?
I am.
What you said?
I'm still not as high on the Suns, so that's just my opinion.
Okay, do you think they're going to be in the top 8 or no? They're definitely going to be in the top 8.
If James Harden's okay, go up to the there's Suns at 5. We have currently Jazz at 6, Warriors 7, Trailblazers 8. So we got, and then Rockets 9.
So
I think the other four teams, if James Harden's on the Rockets, are better than the Suns.
All four of them.
If James Harden, that's what we were talking about. Like, I don't know if James Harden is going to be on. I mean, okay, so if we're just going to assume James Harden's on the Rockets the whole season, I find it pretty hard that they're not going to be in the playoffs. But
and then you're saying someone like Dame is. I mean, Dame's not going to be in the playoffs. Steph, or Jazz, who they have pretty solid squad.
I mean, the Jazz are 6.
I mean, I think literally the Suns were just missing a Chris Paul. That's why I think I'm just so high.
That's literally for years and years and years they've been trying to get not even a Chris Paul point guard, just a solid point guard, and then they ended up with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, last season they had a pretty decent solid point guard. Ricky Rubio's not scrub.
Rubio was nice, but Chris Paul definitely.
Chris Paul.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Ricky Rubio's
they got themselves a real point guard, and look what they looked like last year.
Chris Paul's gonna get them right.
Had it not been for DeAndre Ayton being gone half the season, I
guess I see what you're saying.
More than likely would have been in the bubble without Chris Paul. I mean,
at the beginning of last year, no one. I mean, unless you were a fortune teller, I don't think anybody thought the Thunder were going to even make the playoffs or come close. And they ended up being a pretty high, well, not a high seed, but they ended up doing pretty well. And I don't know, the Suns just have so much more talent to me than them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Suns are definitely going to be in the playoffs. If you want to say they're lower than 5, that's cool. I definitely think they're top 8 right now.
I can get with that.
I think even if Harden wanted to stay on the Rockets, I think the Suns are still better than that team.
Yeah, me too.
To be honest.
For the Suns, the only thing I can see is maybe switching them with the Jazz. But aside from that, I think they're pretty.
All right, so we're still okay. So the Rockets going out then, and then we put the Warriors and Trailblazers in, or we're gonna take one of those two out.
I think the Blazers look better.
Blazers have to be in.
Look better than last year.
Yeah, I think the Blazers have to be in.
I think Blazers have to be in it too.
I think the Blazers should be higher up.
Yeah.
That's the one thing be above the Jazz. I was gonna say I could argue them above the Suns. Because you look at similar talent, but the continuity of having most of the same players. I mean, obviously the Suns did it too, but
and they picked up Robert Covington too. Robert Covington
is huge.
He's nice.
That's a big piece. And isn't Rodney Hood now going to be coming off his injury? Coming back.
Rodney Hood's coming back, and they picked up Derrick Jones Jr. as well.
Jones Jr., another really good defensive piece.
I mean, I could definitely see the Trailblazers.
You know what? Before we spend like 2 hours on the West, I'm just dragging the Warriors into the 8th spot. We can come back to it if we want, but let's get started on the East.
All right, attaboy. Hey, here we go.
So the 1 seed in the East.
76ers.
That's honestly tough.
Honestly, I gotta go with the Bucks. Personally, I gotta go.
Yeah, I think the Bucks will probably have a 1 seed again.
Gotta go with the Bucks.
I think they upgraded, honestly.
Straight MVPs?
No.
I don't think they're gonna do that. But then again,
I think he could.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
I mean, he is the second in the
Luka's my MVP right now.
Is leading.
Luka's my MVP too.
Luka's my favorite as well. But they just had to have that seed. They got to be like top 3.
But if the Bucks win, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the Bucks win the West again, he's got a pretty good chance just off that, because he's going to put up insane numbers regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
Regular season, of course.
I feel like it's going to be like a voter fatigue kind of thing, though, where people are going to start, where the voters going to be like, oh, he doesn't do it in the playoffs, though, and then blah, blah, blah. And
they say that doesn't factor in, but like in the back of your head, that factors in. You know?
For sure.
It definitely does.
It definitely does. When the people are voting for that, it's definitely going to factor in. It's definitely going to be a little voter fatigue trying to give him 3 straight MVPs, especially when people have been like questioning whether he should have won it last year and the year before. So, but
yeah.
So say I can see the Bucks get 1 again, definitely. I think the top 3 would be the Bucks, Celtics, and I'm either gonna say the Sixers or the Nets. The Sixers or the Nets for that top 3.
I have Sixers at 4.
Yeah, I can see the Sixers at 4 or 3.
I think the Nets are going to be 2.
Yeah, I have it Bucks, Nets, Celtics, Sixers.
That's good. I can go with that for sure. I think that's like a good 4 to round out at the top.
What? You're gonna leave the defending Eastern Conference champs out the top 4?
Well, only because the Nets are being. I would probably put Heat at. Actually, damn. Yeah, I'd probably put the Heat over the.
I would definitely put them over the Celtics. I think not the Celtics. I think they're easily argued over the Celtics and the Sixers. I think the Bucks and the Nets will definitely be.
I mean, they're gonna. Are they gonna be fighting like that for such a high seed in the regular season? What were they last year? They're like a 5th seed.
5.
Yeah, they're 5th seed.
Yeah, but they also had the 2nd seed for majority of the season too, and they slipped down at the end of the season by only a few wins. They ended up to the 5th seed. I think they actually were tied for the 4th seed and just got knocked out.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty close. Yeah, I can see the Heat being like the 3rd seed, honestly.
I think the Sixers are going to come out gunning for that 1st seed.
Yes,
I think the Sixers are going to be hot this year.
If anything, I don't put the Heat above the Sixers. I put them above the Celtics before the Sixers. And although the Sixers definitely underperformed last year, that's kind of the reason why. Is I think they're going to be coming out.
The Celtics are nice.
The 6th seed wildly underperformed last year. Wildly.
Wait, so Austin, what are you saying?
Me?
Are you saying?
I kind of think it's Bucks, Nets, Sixers, Heat.
What about the Raptors? Where are the Raptors going to be playing? The Raptors are going to be.
The Raptors are going to be good, but they're not going to be last year good. I think they're somewhere between 5 to 7.
I heard the same thing last year, though, when they finished so high.
Exactly.
Wait, for who? The Raptors?
Yeah, but that was also like nobody really expected that to happen.
Okay, but the Raptors lost. But they lost Ibaka. They lost
Exactly.
Marcus
Gasol. They
picked up your boy Alex Len.
Alex Lynn.
Ibaka, and they picked his name, Aaron Baines.
And Aaron Baines.
Aaron Baines.
Put him at the 1st seed.
Siakam and Van Fleet going to take another jump?
I think they're going to take a jump. I think Siakam has to after what he did in the bubble, because that was horrendous.
I'm going to say they're going to have to absolutely take a jump.
Van Fleet is a hooper. Like, he's going to ball. But I need Siakam.
I still think he got overpaid.
I think I might.
Overpaid? He didn't even take that much.
I feel like. Maybe not for Toronto.
Van Fleet is like 6'1".
I think he's shorter than that. I think he's like 5'10". I think he's like 5'10", 5'11".
Wait, so just because he's short, he shouldn't get paid? Hold on.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like he is $20 million worth a year.
He's nice.
I definitely agree.
I agree with that. In every way.
The
only thing obviously is
he's not worth 20 mil, bro. Someone like Tim Hardaway's making 18. You don't think Fred VanVleet is worth 20?
I don't think Tim Hardaway is worth 18.
I'm just saying they're getting paid like that, though. That's how people get paid.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's just how dudes are getting paid. Like, you got to give them that.
Because imagine, literally imagine.
All right, we're going off track with this though, but all right,
sorry.
No, we're all good.
The more I look at this list, the more I might move the Sixers to 5.
The Sixers to 5.
Wait, who are
what do you think? Heat at 3?
Yo, the thing is though, I could.
Heat at 4. I still have the Heat at 4,
okay.
But when I look at it more and more, I think just the Celtics are way more of a regular season team. They're potentially even better than the Sixers, but they're just more of a regular season team than the Sixers. I think the Sixers could potentially have a similar outlook like last year, where they're kind of slow in the regular season. I don't think they're going to be as bad in the playoffs. Obviously, they are going to have healthy team, but I think they could actually build up to being that upper echelon team again. So for that reason, I think it. And the other thing is, I think the Nets might a bit of time to build some chemistry. That's why I think I might put the Celtics at 2, the Nets at 3, and the Heat at 4.
I don't think the Celtics are going to finish that high.
You know?
Where do you think they're going to finish?
I think their ceiling is what 3. Their ceiling, like if everything goes right, and like the Heat. I think the Heat and the Sixers are going to perform better in the regular season than the Celtics.
I like Celtics at 5 too.
So you're saying Bucks, Nets, Sixers, Heat, Celtics, or Heat, Celtics, Heat, Sixers, Celtics.
In either one, I could see the Sixers or the Heat flip around, but I think I'm gonna go with the Sixers probably for the 3rd, and then the Heat 4, and then the Celtics 5.
All right, let's just throw them in there then. Let's get it going.
Yeah, let's do
throw
that.
in. Let's put them all up. Let's put them all up there. We'll see how it looks, and if we want to switch it around, we'll switch it around.
So the 2 seed, I have the Brooklynian Nets. At the 3 seed, I will reluctantly put the 76ers.
You just said you could see them doing better than the Heat, and now they're 5.
I'm not changing my opinion. It's just even when I said it reluctantly.
Okay, the thing is, I could see either one of those teams just flipping spots, and it's only they're going to be so close in wins. Like it's not even.
It's going to be just like last year. Yeah, it's going to be a couple games.
It's going to be pretty close. Like the 76ers, I could fully expect them coming out and getting the 3rd seed, though. I think they're going to. The Celtics at 5. I don't know. That seems kind of low to me, though.
I mean, then you got to put somebody else out.
Celtics. I feel like Jason Tatum's going to take another jump. But
they don't
Celtics at 3 seed.
Celtics.
They don't. Kemba's hurt.
Cardiac Kemba.
Yeah. Didn't they pick up IT?
If the Celtics are at the 3, I'm putting the Sixers at 5. I'm not moving the Heat. I refuse.
Didn't they pick up Isaiah Thomas?
They got Jeff Teague.
Oh, Jeff Teague. That's what they got. Okay.
This is actually where it gets interesting. So I'm going to first off, let me clear off this middle row. I'm going to drag all these Western Conference teams off the page. I'm going to move the Cavs off this list. I'm going to move the Bulls off this list.
Ew. Yeah, get them out of here.
Kobe White, though.
Knicks.
Off of this list. The Wizards off of this.
Wait.
The Wizards are making the playoffs.
The Wizards are making the playoffs, yo. Hold up. Hold on. The Wizards got to be in there, man.
For sure.
So I took the Knicks, the Hornets, the Pistons, the Bulls, the Cavs off. We have the Pacers, the Raptors, the Magic, the Wizards, and the Hawks to fill in the last 3 spots.
Take the Magic off.
Yeah.
Magic are gone.
Imagine not getting in.
Raptors, Pacers, Wizards.
For how many spots?
3. One guy's got. I got the Hawks.
I got Magic and Pacers not making it. I got the Hawks, the Raptors, and the Wizards.
Yeah,
in some order.
Yeah, I can see the Pacers not getting in.
All right, so the Pacers are coming out. I'm not disrespecting the Raptors and putting them any lower than 6. So the Raptors, I'm putting at 6.
That's fine.
Then we have, I think if anybody's fighting for that 8th spot, it's the Wizards over the Hawks, in my opinion.
Put the Raptors at 6, I think.
Yeah, I have the Raptors at 6.
Okay.
Put the Wizards at. I'll put the Wizards at 7. Personally,
You put them at 7.
Yeah, personally, I'll put them at 7.
The Pacers kind of have a squad, honestly.
No, the Pacers do. That's why I was like, "Damn, Pacers out."
But somebody had to go.
Someone gotta go.
I think the Pacers are better than the Hawks.
You think the Pacers are better than the Hawks? I think.
Yeah, I could definitely see the Pacers getting in over the Hawks, but I also feel like the Hawks are going to take that jump this year.
Yeah, I think that the Pacers were better than the Hawks.
The Hawks had a great all-season.
Exactly. It's definitely easy to say that the Pacers should be in over the Hawks, but if you take into account things you can't see, like future growth.
They got Gallo, and they got Bogdanovich, and they got Rondo, right? And then they got
the
this.
Hawks are going to be the 6.
They got it.
Hawks are going to be the 6th seed?
I think I have them at
Yeah.
7. I don't know about the 6. I'm not.
I might
I
be
mean,
disrespecting
Kyle
the Raptors, though.
Kyle Lowry. Don't disrespect his name.
I might be disrespecting the Raptors. I got them at 8 personally.
Really?
You are disrespecting the Raptors. You're right.
So what's your 6, 7, 8?
Raptors. The either the Hawks or the Wizards, whichever one of those two is going to be 6 and 7, and then the Raptors at 8.
Okay, so you still got the 3 same teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Glenn is not feeling that 5th seed.
I think a lot of people probably wouldn't feel it, but this is the thing that you never know when teams are going to take this jump.
Gotta ride it
You
off, projections.
you just projecting this stuff, and
All right,
I
let's move
really
on.
don't think it's that crazy. Like they're going to be in the top 8, and I think all those teams over there on that right side are going to be so close and win. Same thing on the left side.
See, it's a lot easier. I think this is a lock. Like as far, I think the Pacers are right there with the Pelicans of the West, and I think they could be fighting for that last spot.
How are we
Everyone
doing
else-
this? Isn't there like a play-in thing?
Yeah, we'll bring in the 2 in the middle. We can bring the 2 teams in the middle.
I dragged them back up. I dragged the all the Western Conference and all the Eastern Conference teams I pulled out. They're back on the
Light
floor.
line said Portland 6. That's our boy Rashawn.
Portland 6. I wouldn't argue against it.
What are they at 7 right now?
There are 7, yeah.
Nah, not a big difference.
In the
Yeah,
Blazers.
it's not a huge difference.
I
But
got-
that
I
could.
also got Portland at 6.
Would you rather
Again,
play
the-
the Mavericks or the Nuggets in the playoffs?
Would you rather play?
I'm saying because if Portland was 6, they play the
I'd
Mavs.
honestly, I'd rather
I want
play
no
the
parts of
I want no parts of Luka, bro. That's all.
Yeah, I don't wanna
want
see
to
that.
play Luka.
Especially he did that all last year hurt.
Yeah.
Honestly, they should have beat the Clippers if they didn't get random technicals on Kristaps Porzingis
Oh my
and
God,
he got
that's
hurt.
all-
You
yeah.
know,
They should have won
Like,
that
they-
first
he-
game.
they would have won the first game,
Yeah.
and then it would have been pandemic P all over again.
Yeah. It was pandemic P. The whole playoffs.
No, I definitely agree. The Mavs should have won that series.
Yeah,
They
the
just
Mavs
kind of
got-
got screwed.
Yeah, they got screwed out big time with that.
So for the play-in, is it only the 8th seed that's included, or is the 7th seed pulled in also? It is
7 and
right?
7 and 8.
So again, if you want to scroll down, Jared, to the other graphic, just so you could see this. I mean, I think in the East, it's not even likely, but the Magic and the Pacers are probably maybe even the Hornets and the Pacers.
The Hornets?
Hornets might be a 10 seed. I'm calling Hornets
Wait,
10
Yeah, I
seed.
can see the Hornets at 10
Over the
seed,
Magic,
honestly.
right?
Yeah, I can see the Hornets at 10 seed.
Does 10
we
seed
got-
get you in the play-in?
Yeah.
The play-in,
They would play the 10th seed would play the 7th seed, and they have to beat them twice to take their spot.
They're not winning.
all right. So again, I think we kind of went through
Well,
this, but I don't think the Pacers or the Hornets are taking 2 wins on the Wizards or the Hawks.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think they're kind of pushed out of that.
All right, so we're just going to leave this locked at that for the 8 seeds here.
Oh, the Rockets might be a challenge for the Warriors, if they're at an 8th seed.
Say that. If they're an 8th seed, which would maybe not. If they're an 8th seed, that means that most likely, or if they're fighting for the 8th seed, they probably don't have James Harden.
Yeah, you're probably right.
The only thing is, I really without even looking at the list, I said definitively in my head, Pelicans making the playoffs next year.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's really irking me about this list. But
You
then
said that
again,
before Chris Paul
I
went to the
also
Suns, though.
Yeah,
I
How
don't
big of a
think
leap
so.
is Zion maker?
that's the thing, bro. Zion's gonna be averaging 25 games here. I don't care.
Okay.
He's going to have to do more than that to get him in the playoffs, though.
Out here.
You got
No, they got Brandon. That team is stacked and loaded and deep.
They are.
All they need is a little more time to develop, and that team is going to be a freaking problem for a long time.
Those jump shot looks crisp and clean now. I don't know if you guys have seen that. But
Lonzo's about to be nice this year.
his form is on the money now.
Yeah. No, I mean, the Pelicans definitely crossed my mind, but I don't know if they're going to have a better record than these 8 teams.
I mean, I'm comfortable leaving these brackets how they are. I don't know if you guys.
I still think the pace is over the Hawks, but I'm fine leaving it. We can talk about it how it is.
Work.
Can we move the Trailblazers up to 6?
So you'd rather see
I'm
the
fine with
Blazers?
that.
All right, yeah, I can
What
do
I
that.
would
I can do that.
I mean, it's only one spot.
I would love to see the Blazers play the Mavs. Alrighty, so it looks like we officially have our playoff seeding in place.
Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, round 2 in the playoffs.
Hoo.
And we're talking.
First round, baby, first round.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's snowing again. You gotta be kidding me.
New York problems. It's not snowing here.
Unbelievable.
All right, so we're gonna start off on the Western Conference side, or what?
On the West, let's start off on the West. That first seed, I think, is pretty easy.
The Lakers are dogging the Warriors in that.
Lakers sweep.
Lakers sweep. Out.
Yes, sir. Throw the Lakers.
Go
in.
ahead, move them Lakers right on over. That was an easy one. Now for the Nuggets and the Jazz. Although the seeding separates them quite a bit, that is a fun
really
matchup.
close. Yeah.
I mean, we just saw what they did, but I mean,
Last season it was Mike Conley 3 from Nuggets saying Jazz saying bye bye to the Nuggets.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
that was one of the best series of the whole playoffs.
Sure.
But I think I'll have to go with the Nuggets again.
The Nuggets, I was thinking the
Yeah,
same.
I have to take the Nuggets.
I think Michael Porter Jr. and Bol Bol are gonna make a jump.
My man,
Yeah.
Bol. Yeah,
He's looking nice. He's looking nice in
yeah.
training camp.
Bol, bro. It's that guy.
Austin, can you just copy and paste that?
I think
I could copy and
Yeah.
paste, yeah. For that.
the Jazz have more people who can, or the Nuggets have more people who can break out. Like we were saying, Michael Porter Jr. could break out. Bol could break out. Even Jamal Murray could take another step.
Yeah, for
But I
sure.
don't see that many people who could do that on the Jazz. Like, really only Donovan Mitchell could make another step to me.
On the
Yeah.
Jazz, yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I agree with that.
Everyone's kind of who they are on that team. You might have to scroll back up. I accidentally deleted the whole graphic for a second.
No, it went back up automatically.
Why can I not duplicate it? So we got
You got it right there.
And the Lakers.
There you go.
I guess in the Lake
Lakers
show.
Nuggets part 2.
Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. That is a
6. I say 6. I'll give him one more.
Lakers in 5.
Wait. Do we want to get to the second round, or
Yeah,
are we just?
we can go. Let's go down. Yeah, let's go
Right to
down.
the final?
No, let's go down to the Mavs, Trailblazers, Clippers, Suns.
Mavs, Trailblazers.
So I got the Mavs.
I got the
Mavs.
Mavs. See, I got
That's
the
a
Mavs.
crazy tough series.
Mavs in 6.
It is gonna, that is gonna be tough. But I
Wait,
got the Mavs.
aren't we missing a bracket?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
we're missing.
No, we're not. No, we're not missing a bracket. The championship's at the top.
I'm saying, with the Lakers beat the Nuggets, the Lakers gotta play the Mavs or whoever.
Yeah.
And the Western
Yeah.
Conference Finals.
It's straight. We'll figure it out. But yeah,
Well-
you're right.
You're definitely right.
Okay,
It's all good. Here, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna just.
We'll just put the Western Conference people in the middle, right? Over the NBA Western.
Yeah, that's fine. No, it's not a big deal. All right, let's go.
Clippers gotta beat the Suns. I mean, come on.
Nah, yeah, I got the Suns.
Oh, stop sleeping on your Suns champions.
Yo,
Stop sleeping on your Suns champions.
I want to see the Clippers go home in the first round.
Yeah, for real.
Chris Paul said the ball.
Chris Paul is what the Clippers are missing. And because of that reason, I'm taking Chris Paul.
On everything though, is Kawhi gonna lose that?
Kawhi
No,
is
probably not. But Paul George.
Okay.
Paul George.
Honestly, I think Paul George is gonna have a comeback season.
You could.
I heard this story once. I heard it twice.
All right, look, Paul George. I could definitely see him doing really well in the regular season, but come playoff times, I don't know. I can't rely on him right now. I had to see it with my own two eyes to believe it. Like, so we're gonna see what he does this playoffs, but
For sure.
I
mean, the Suns haven't been in the playoffs in however long, 10 years, or however long.
So
you gotta say you can say you gotta see it to believe it for them too.
yeah, but I've seen what Chris Paul has done, and I know making that addition is going to be enough to get him in the playoffs.
Chris Paul is a curse. There's a Chris Paul curse, in my opinion.
Kind of.
Every team he's on loses 3-1. Loses. They have the best team, and then they lose in the playoffs. You know, he lost in the Clippers 3-1. Should have won against the Warriors. Honestly, they should have won. Then he got hurt. There's honestly a Chris Paul curse.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. Chris Paul
has the most unfortunate luck. He is hurt at the most inopportune time every time.
Chris Paul curse.
I
It is sad.
think he's going to be fine this year, though. I think.
Yeah, maybe he'll be perfectly fine, but then there's going to be something that happens, and he's gonna lose.
Maybe.
I think the Clippers. Okay, so like we were talking about, the Rockets have too much going on with James Harden. I think the Clippers are going to have too much going on this year because a lot of stuff's coming out that the teammates on the team don't even respect Paul George. They think, why is he getting all this special treatment? He's not anything, basically, and he's gonna have to fight with that. The whole team, their locker room's messed up.
And if this investigation on Kawhi Leonard comes to fruition, that it was like some kind of tampering or something, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows what's gonna happen with that?
Which, although that does seem incredibly fabricated.
You think it's fabricated?
Not really. He had the voicemail and everything.
Yeah, but the whole extent of everything. I mean, there might have been a little something going on, but you think they had a whole agreement that he's going to pay him out?
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that.
I wouldn't be shocked
because it was like last second. Everything was saying that Kawhi's about to go to Lakers. Last second, he just goes to the Clippers.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was fabricated, but it also makes a lot of sense if it was tampering. It makes a ton of sense.
It would.
The Raptors were complaining about that earlier. Before all this, they complained about tampering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we gotta see what's going on with that as well.
So who we got? Clippers, Suns.
Uncle Dennis just has to be banned.
All right, well, Clippers, Suns. All right, I'm gonna have to take the Clippers though, but don't sleep on the Suns though. Like seven games.
Just because you're saying they're gonna win the playoff, they're gonna win the chip.
seven game series.
Suns.
No, I don't think.
I got the Suns as well.
Let's go.
Dave, you're the decider.
Suns, easily.
Austin, you're the decider. Sorry.
Oh.
We got 2-2.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, like.
All right, you know what?
Did the Clippers get better? They got worse.
I'm taking the Suns. Let's go!
I'm taking the Suns.
All right,
Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's curse usually doesn't come around until the second round.
Okay, I'll take it. Second round.
Yeah, you think Kawhi Leonard? You think Kawhi Leonard is gonna let them lose that first round?
No way.
I didn't think Kawhi was gonna let a 3-1 comeback.
Okay, against the Nuggets, they're really good though. Let's not like act like they're not.
So the Suns.
They are, but the Nuggets are proven. Like Hoop said, we still haven't seen the Suns in action yet. But you know,
Clippers. At least we've seen Kawhi Leonard. You know,
like look what Kawhi Leonard did the whole
chips.
playoffs. Besides that Game 7, like that Game 7 was bad. Like that was the first like real time we seen Kawhi choke. But other than that, he was hooping. He was hooping. I'm not
going to say it's going to be Kawhi's fault or that he's not going to play great. I just think maybe he can't play great enough to carry his team to the win.
Yes, exactly. I don't trust Paul George. I don't trust their bench. I don't trust that's
their
pretty
bench
much the two things.
Super suspect. Especially just lost Montrez.
Their bench is suspect now.
And they lost Shea.
Yeah, they're.
I mean, not Shea. They lost what's his name? What's his face? To the Nets.
Shaman?
The shooter. Shaman. Yeah,
Shaman. Yeah, I definitely think their bench is super sus now.
They got Nicholas Batum. Don't worry.
Yeah. Off that, put the Suns in there.
Coming off a $120 million deal. But yeah,
like I would if that's the matchup. I'm not shocked though if the Suns beat the Clippers though. But I just don't know if I see Kawhi letting them lose first round.
Let me ask you guys this. It's completely off topic, but just a quick question: if the Clippers, because right now I don't think it's reality. He'd worked too hard to get there. If the Clippers first round, does Kawhi enter free agency with an open mind?
Yes.
Kawhi and Paul George. Oh, Paul George is re-ups. Kawhi does. Yes.
You're saying if the Clippers lost to the Suns?
I think the biggest reason for him would be the fact that they just gave Paul George a 5-year deal, and he knows he's stuck with him.
Well, I mean,
if they underperformed and lost,
I'm about to say if Paul George played like trash, but like,
and Kawhi is like, bye, see you later.
Where is
he?
Bring him over. We'll take Kawhi. Bring him to the Lakers.
You know what? I'm deleting them Clippers. Right up off of that second spot. Let me move the Suns over there.
Let's go.
A little more colorful.
Let's get it.
It's a nicer little mixture right there. The good old mixed red and blue. Orange, blue, I meant to say.
If Paul George flops again and they lose to the Suns, Kawhi's
gone. Paul George. Take your buddy and go. We don't want to see you no more.
I think if the Clippers don't make the finals, he's probably going.
Kawhi?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going right to the Miami Heat.
He's just gonna go to like the Kings or something like that.
Stay in Cali.
No,
all right,
to the Lakers. Take them to the Lakers.
All right, so let's move over to the Eastern Conference. Let's move them into the second round. The Bucks clearly beating the Hawks.
Clearly
beating the Hawks. I'm gonna go ahead and just. Oh, yo, the Nets and the Wizards. I didn't put that together. Russ and KD. That'd be tough.
That would be crazy.
That would be tough.
That would be tough, but I think we all know who's winning.
I mean, fun to watch.
Yeah,
fun to watch, but we all know who's winning.
That would be a cool matchup. No, they're definitely gonna lose. I'm just that would be cool. I like that. I hope that ends up happening just like that. What did I just do? Would I lock it? I did lock it. I'm trying to lock it. Slide it.
I mean, I could definitely see that being a real possibility of a matchup.
That would be a fun second round matchup too. Little potential early conference finals matchup.
So then let me get the Sixers over the Raptors. And let me get the Heat over the Celtics.
Yeah, that's the easy one.
Well, we're beating the Heat, all right? We're beating the Heat.
Oh, I did it again.
You think they...
So we
I don't know.
The Sixers up.
All right, well, we're going to have to come to a majority decision here because I got the Heat over the Sixers.
I got the Heat over the Sixers.
I mean, we got two Sixers fans, so Hoop, this pretty much lies in your head.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it to you here to break this tie.
Yeah, you're pretty much got to break the tie.
Versus the Heat versus Celtics? Or what?
The Heat versus 76ers. We put the Heat over the Celtics, unless you think the Celtics. I mean, well, I don't know if that was majority.
It was already majority. It's already overruled anyway.
So,
Heat versus Sixers?
Yeah.
I got the Heat. Sorry, I got the Heat.
All right, so we're putting the Heat.
We're just gonna come back to this.
We're putting the Heat.
No. I got the Heat. Sorry. I think the Sixers are nice. Well,
Yo, the Sixers are nice. The Sixers are nice.
They picked up Seth Curry and they picked up Danny Green. Danny Green.
No, they got a great squad.
Going to be clutch in the playoffs.
Green's about to shoot him right out of the playoffs.
Yeah, Danny Green is a Danny Brick, Danny Red. You know, anything.
Danny Green.
Don't shoot the ball no more.
All right,
but like I mean, Danny Green. Are we sleeping on him? I mean, he did help this. He did help the Raptors win, and he did help the Spurs win. Chip.
He didn't do anything last year though. So
he helped the Spurs win in a very, very strong fashion. He was a big part of that.
And that was like 6 years
ago. He helped the Raptors a little less than he helped the Spurs, and then he helped the Lakers a lot last year. So.
Not in the finals.
He did a lot for the Lakers.
I mean, he hit the game winner over the Mavs.
If we had to play the Lakers again,
I was in the playoffs.
I'll be scared if they got Danny Green. Just saying.
Oh, you're trashing Danny Green like he's supposed to be the starter. He's not even the starter.
I was about to say, we're talking about Danny Green like he's the X factor for the Sixers. He's not even like that. Danny Red is not. Yeah.
He's gonna be a starter. What do you mean?
I said he's not like that.
But he's gonna be a starter.
Who said it?
The starting lineup is Ben, Seth, Tobias, Joel, and I think it's Shake right now. We're gonna see.
One thing I can say though is that I feel like Danny Green is better suited for a smaller market. I think LA was just too big of a market for him. He just felt the pressure.
Got in his head.
He's gonna feel that in Philly. Trust me.
Yeah,
Philly will let him know.
Not as bad as LA though.
Not like LA. I mean, this is the thing. It's not just LA. It's also the mountain of pressure that comes with playing alongside LeBron James.
In LA, everyone gets trashed. If you're playing LA and you play off,
have y'all been to a game? Have y'all been to a game in Philly though? Like, if this dude is shit. Well, I don't know how this. I don't know. I don't know how fans in the stadium are going to be this year or anything, but yeah, Philly will make sure that he knows he's not welcome if he's playing like trash.
Oh, all right. I'll probably just chill here.
But so what? Majority rules. We got the Heat over Sixers then in this matchup.
I got Heat.
I hate it.
Yeah, we got. Okay. Is it crazy to pick the defending Eastern Conference champs over the 76ers though? Like,
no, it's not. It's not crazy. I mean, not crazy. I just hate it here. That's all I'm gonna say.
The
Sixers addressed all the issues, but
not all of them. One of the biggest issues was Ben Simmons playing.
Let's go player for player then. Point guard. Sixers got a better point guard, right?
Than the Heat?
Yeah.
Than the Heat?
Come on now.
Ben Simmons definitely for sure. But I just feel like with that lineup, Ben Simmons is getting pushed to the 4.
The 4?
If they have Seth Curry, I can see Seth Curry starting at the 1, playing alongside them. Yeah.
No, Ben's gonna start at the 1.
He's gonna get the majority of the ball handling, but he's gonna be in at the 1, which means whoever our point guard is gonna be guarding.
Shaken at the 1, if anything. They're gonna put Shaken at the 1. Seth Curry's always been like the 2, though. I feel like, is he not?
Yeah, he's been a 2.
Yeah, he's always been a 2.
He's basically gonna be the new JJ Redick for us.
Literally, that's his role on the team, is to be JJ Redick. If anything, they're gonna put Shake Milton at the 1, but Ben Simmons is gonna get all the ball carrier duties. So it's like, what are you gonna?
I was just meant from a matchup standpoint, but yeah, I see that.
Like, you think Jimmy will probably guard Ben, right?
I mean, I don't know. There's
Jimmy will guard either Ben or Tobias, most likely. Probably Ben, but
probably Ben.
Yeah.
And that guy KZ Okpala, who we traded him last year, the 2nd round pick, we got rid of Bol for. He balled out the other night. He's looking nice. And he's going to be a guy who I think they're going to use in a Dennis Smith Jr. Oh, Dennis Smith Jr.
You guys had Bol?
Derrick Jones Jr. We drafted Bol
And you just traded.
And they
Denver.
traded.
We traded the pick before we even drafted him.
Mm.
But yeah, traded for him and
Mm.
got KZ Okpala. Dude looks nice. Dude looks like he's gonna be a big time defender at the forward position.
I love the matchup though. Honestly, I would hope.
It's definitely going to be a really good matchup. It's going to be exciting.
I hope we get to see this though. I really do.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
hope
don't.
so too.
Ben Simmons. Forget Ben Simmons. That role player on Miami, Bam Adebayo. Shoot, that guy is gonna. He's gonna show. Ooh, what is that?
All right, well, who we got for
Ham's gonna
the?
have his hands full. That's all I'm
He's
saying.
gonna show his worth against Joel Embiid.
Who
Yeah,
Brett?
but see, the
Because
problem
the
is
majority rule will go with the Heat, I guess. Then
I'm going back and forth. I don't know. I'm trying to think of who the Heat got, and all I can think of are Bam, Jimmy, and Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero. That's all I can
Goran
think
Dragic. Damn.
of. Oh, and Goran.
Don't disrespect
Okay.
Goran.
Okay.
we
Yeah,
picked
yeah,
up
yeah.
Dwight Howard. We needed a bench
That's
center.
huge.
Like he's gonna go in. Like
That's
Bam's
huge.
gonna have to be in the whole game, basically.
Now,
At least
he still got Precious Achua too, who's very similar
Get out of here.
defensively.
Oh my God.
Defensively, nah, he's nice. He's
Myers Leonard's gonna come in and guard him.
Tyrese Maxey.
You guys lose
And
Myers
He's
Leonard.
nice.
Yeah, Myers Leonard got re-signed, and Myers Leonard is
Okay.
gonna see if he's coming off the bench and he's matched up with somebody like Dwight. He's gonna cause all types of mismatch problems, pulling him out to the 3-point line.
Got the Heat. Let's go Heat.
All right, let's go Heat. Let's do it. So, all right, so let's go to the Bucks and the Nets. Who we got?
Nuts.
That's yeah.
I got the
Nets.
I got the Nets.
Nets.
Yeah, I got
The
the
Heat.
Nets.
If the Heat did it to him last year, I'm taking the Nets.
Yeah, I got the Nets too.
Who's gonna guard KD? No one.
No
Giannis.
way.
Yeah.
Nobody is guarding either one of KD or Kyrie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Drew Holiday's gonna guard Kyrie. He's
I
gonna.
forgot they got Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday and Giannis is a good matchup for KD. That's solid right there. Not to say they're gonna beat him, but that's matchup wise, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, putting Drew Holiday on Kyrie is really good. Definitely. That's gonna be-
KD's called Drew Holiday his worst matchup. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean that's so many people's worst matchup. He's definitely probably the best player you put on him.
So we got the Nets and the Heat in the conference finals.
You're not talking me out of this. The Nets are winning.
Yeah, I got the Nets
All
going
right,
fine.
let's
I got
not-
the
let's not
Nets.
finish it up. Let's move back to the West. I'm letting you guys do it now.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
All right,
Move back to the
so
West.
Lakers.
Yeah,
Lakers
I got
are taking-
Lakers. I got Lakers and Mavs. Lakers and Mavs.
Okay, good. You got off the Suns winning the chip bandwagon.
Yeah. Hey, I said the Clippers. I said the Clippers in the first round.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm agreed. Lakers and Mavs.
Lakers, Mavs.
Yeah, Lakers, Mavs though.
Lakers, Mavs. Yeah, that's a pretty solid little line.
Yo, can you slide those
Luka
two down?
LeBron, okay.
Yeah, I was going to.
Yeah.
Does it not go? Do you guys have this set up correct? Shouldn't it be like 2-7 on the bottom and then 3-6 on the top?
I think I did set that part of the bracket up wrong, honestly, now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, facts.
Whatever, it's
That's
chill.
right.
Because I was saying, because that means we'd be playing the Nuggets. The Lakers would be playing the Nuggets in the conference finals.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's
And
chill.
then
Let's
it
keep
would
it this way.
be.
I think the Mavs will still take the Nuggets out regardless.
I could
'Cause,
definitely see them losing to the Nuggets.
Because I could see the Sixers beating the Bucks, honestly.
Let's go! Yes.
Because if the Sixers are on the other end, the top part, or no, it'd be Sixers versus Nets. Oh, they would lose to the Nets.
Heat versus Bucks. Oh, I know who's winning that one.
Yeah, Heat would beat the Bucks again though, so it'd be the same thing. It doesn't matter.
So we got the Heat and the Nets versus the Lakers and the Mavs in the conference finals for each side. Now this comes down to, is Kevin Durant going to match up with LeBron James in the NBA Finals once more?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The Nets versus the Lakers in the NBA Finals. I'm just gonna do it. What? I was gonna say I was just gonna do it for you if you're too reluctant to move it. But yeah, sorry, but the Heat are not going to the finals again.
Yeah. You know what? It's all good. It's all good. You know what? I can't speak for the future. I can only see it.
I hate you, bro.
All right, so now we have in our NBA Finals matchup the Nets versus the Lakers.
I got the Lakers.
Now that is that's the other thing too. Damn, Kyrie is gonna be matched up against LeBron James in the finals. That is also kind of cool. It's a cool little matchup right there.
Pretty neat.
New York versus LA?
And New York versus LA. Oh, this is all types of good energy. Feel this.
Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the deal though. What's the Nets bench look like? I'm trying to think.
They got a really good bench though.
They have Caris LeVert coming off the bench. They'd have Jarrett Allen. I mean, Chris LeVert.
Dinwiddie.
They have a really good bench.
They have a really good bench.
They got KD, Kyrie, Karis LeVert, Jarrett Allen, Joe Harris, Dinwiddie, DeAndre Ayton, Landry Shamet, Taurean Prince, Jeff Green. I mean, all those players like pretty off the top.
They're pretty solid.
That is a solid lineup. The Lakers did get much better though. I don't say much. They got better. They got much better.
I think Anthony Davis would be the reason why they win that series.
In the championship, I think you have KD and Kyrie already, but the rest of the Nets maybe not so much. But I think the Lakers are just that championship caliber team. You got the guys that I feel like are prepared for that kind of.
Who's guarding KD? LeBron?
LeBron, yeah.
Is he? I don't know, man.
I don't think he is, honestly.
Got it.
I mean, if you don't
guard him,
I guess who else would guard him, right?
Who else? I mean, you could try to put AD on him, I guess, and then have
Caruso guard Kyrie.
Caruso guard Kyrie.
Who else would guard Kyrie?
That's not terrible.
Dennis Schroeder.
That's terrible. What? That's not terrible. Come on.
All right. I'm just saying, as far as their options, like Caruso is he's a good, intense.
He's a really good defender.
To be able to
really
put
good.
him on Kyrie, yeah, I mean,
he's a really good defender.
His defensive rating was one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's a really good defender. Don't sleep on him.
Are you? I'm sleeping on him shutting down Kyrie.
Who said he's going to shut it down? Why does defend have to be shut down? It's just make it tough.
Get shut down.
None of them are going to get shut down.
No one's shutting Kyrie No one's shutting Kyrie down.
No one is shutting down AD, LeBron, Kyrie, KD. Like all these players are never going to get shut down. It's about making it tougher for them, like, not getting them easy looks, and like it's literally just got to be hard the whole game.
Paul George got shut down
because Paul George is a bum.
Kyrie cooked absolute hell out of Caruso. Oh my god.
All right, Kyrie is. I'm just saying, right. You don't have many. All right, if you're gonna put somebody on him, Alex Caruso is a pretty good option because again, nobody's shutting him down. You want somebody who's gonna stay active, stay in front of him. He got good feet. He's smart on defense. That's all you can ask.
Just literally
funnel him to AD.
You put multiple guys on them too.
Yeah, it's literally just making it tough for him. Like he's still gonna get his buckets, but it's just making it tough.
Right. Oh, so can we come to a consensus on the 2020 NBA?
Oh, Lakers in 6. Sorry.
Yeah, Lakers 6.
All right, got the Heat hat on. This guy's got the Laker banner in the background. He's as rigged as it gets.
What you talking about? Awesome. There ain't nothing in the background. Nothing in the background. All right, now
little Kobe Bean up in the corner.
Yeah, look. The Lakers got better, they just won the championship. So, like, I mean, yeah, the Nets are coming back with KD and Kyrie now. It's going to be a tough series, but Lakers in 6. I think AD, like Nebby said, will be the deciding factor in the series, though.
Honestly, I think LeBron James wants to come back and prove to people that Kevin Durant can't touch him.
So Lakers in 6 then.
Yeah, Lakers are 6.
I wasn't trying to argue the Lakers winning that. I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to say it.
I mean, KD's still gonna drop 35 on his head though.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Nets can't win. I just think that the Lakers are more poised to win, and they definitely put their team in a championship-esque like caliber.
So I'm just
Who's
gonna
winning Finals MVP? LeBron, AD. Who's winning it?
that up there.
LeBron's gonna win it.
Again?
I can see AD get it, but
I don't think. I mean, that's the thing. That until Anthony Davis is head over heels, like doing more than LeBron James, they're never going to give it to him over LeBron.
well, it depends who
Exactly.
guards AD. It depends. It really, I don't know. Like, I mean, that's pretty much a big thing. Like, whoever guards KD and does like a decent job. Like, if AD is guarding KD and does a decent job, they're going to consider that into it too.
Yeah, I mean they did. They gave Andre Iguodala the freaking Finals
Just for guarding
MVP
LeBron.
just for guarding LeBron.
Oh man, who did that? Nah, but for real though, I still got my Heat in the finals. So.
Oh my god.
Oh my, you dumb.
Unbiased.
All right,
How
look.
do they get into the finals if they can't beat the Sixers?
Completely unbiased. What happens if they can't beat the
They
Sixers?
can beat the Sixers. Can't say they can't beat the Sixers. You
What do you
can't
mean the Sixers?
you can't say that they can't beat the Sixers. Like what?
Nah, they can't beat the Sixers.
Okay, you've been a Heat hater for years though. Like they could definitely beat the Sixers.
I mean, Goran
The only
Dragic
team-
will beat the Sixers.
The only team. I'm good off this. I'm good off this. About time. You're drunk.
I definitely.
The Sixers wouldn't make it.
And
to
you
the
just said
conference
20
finals
minutes
anyway.
earlier. You just said 20 minutes ago that it's not crazy to put the Heat over the Sixers, and now it's like, oh, they can't beat the Sixers.
Oh no. That's for
different.
Podcast, you feel me? It's different. It's definitely different.
How's it different?
He's putting on his podcast face, trying to release his bias.
I gotta. Man, no. We being real. We being real. I'm telling you, these dudes the Sixers got off the bench are about to be nice, and they're about to be the difference makers.
Danny Green.
Don't be mad when Danny
No.
Brick starts throwing up,
I'm not
Danny
even
Green
talking
coming
about
off the
Dwight.
bench.
starts chucking.
Who, Dwight?
He gonna be
Talking
a
about
sellout.
I'm talking about Dwight. I'm talking about Tyrese.
No,
Maxey,
Dwight's a
I'm talking
good.
about Shake.
Dwight's a good pickup. Dwight was a good
we got
pickup.
bench pieces. People just not ready. People not ready. People don't know him yet. That's all.
All right.
That's all it really is.
All right.
I guess we can rue our words when we see him.
Well,
come in
I'm not
on the-
gonna be shocked. I think it's gonna be a 7-game series. I'm not gonna be shocked if the Sixers beat the Heat. I'll just take the Heat. Like I just gotta.
Yeah, no, I'll take the
I
Heat.
don't
I'm
know,
on my
just taking
gut
the Heat.
feeling.
The Heat surprised.
Of course, you'll take the Heat.
I mean, the Heat definitely surprised me last playoffs. Like I didn't think they were gonna go to the finals, and they did. So I mean,
They didn't surprise me, but
There'll be some fans in the stadium too. So
I said, yeah, that's right.
I'm going to a game, Jazz versus Suns.
20% capacity, something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to a Jazz Suns game next week. 2 weeks
Next
ago.
week,
Yeah,
that's fire.
oh, so
not
you're-
next week. The week after. The week after.
So you
whatever.
get to see how good the Suns are gonna be then, huh? So you can
Yeah,
change.
Uh-huh.
You get to hop on the bandwagon. You go hop on this bandwagon then. Okay.
We'll see. Talk to me in a couple weeks.
All
On
right.
they're playing New Year's Day. So
Ooh.
That is fire.
Word.
The Lakers, the 2021 NBA champions. Really, it's the best you could do. The Lakers.
LeBron's gonna win his 5th.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a huge one. We're
Are
gonna
you
pass
guys
the Celtics.
are you guys calling LeBron the GOAT if he wins again? You're not calling him the
No.
GOAT?
No,
What's he got to do to be the GOAT?
Nothing. He can't be the GOAT. That's my.
I don't know. I just looked at I was just looking at comparison. Michael Jordan played 10 seasons in the NBA, right?
He played 15, but like he
15?
had he did everything in like 10 basically.
Yeah, like in a 10 season span, he won 6 chips and he won like 6 MVPs, or how many MVPs he won?
I think he's got
I don't know
five MVPs.
Five MVPs.
5 MVPs, 6 rings, 6 Finals MVPs.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I guess
what's
if LeBron can three-peat, I think he'll win. Be MVP GOAT.
He's got a three-peat. So he's got to match his rings.
I think three-peat will put like LeBron James in. There's always going to be people who are not going to accept it. I think that'll put him in like, yeah, he's the GOAT. You got to argue it the other way around.
I think if he three-peats or wins his six chips with the Lakers, like he gets to his six.
Okay, so
6 chips. I don't know.
Does he have to win 6 Finals MVPs as well? Or like, what if Anthony Davis won one in the three-peat?
As long as he performed, I think it's like if it's like, oh, do we give it to type deal, then I think.
Because
like if Anthony Davis is head over heels better than him, yeah, sure.
This is how I see it though. He's gonna have all the totals, like everything. He's probably gonna be the all-time leading scorer. He's gonna be the only player ever to have 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists, or plus, and then also 30,000 plus points or more. He's gonna have. He already has 5, or if he wins this upcoming season, 5 rings, 5 Finals MVPs, 4 regular season MVPs. I don't know. He's gonna have literally everything. And then people want to say, "Oh, he's played forever." Like, what's better? Like, I mean, if you're gonna be the best player in the world for a decade, he's not slowing down.
Wise man once said, "The best ability is availability."
Yeah, and he's literally always been available.
He might have had the greatest career of all time, but I don't know if he's the GOAT. Does that make sense?
Okay, see, all right, look, it doesn't, because there's 2 different things. Like, I get what he's saying though, because like prime for prime, right? You might think at the peak of their powers, like I'd rather have Kobe, right? In my opinion, at the peak, but he didn't have a greater career than LeBron James. Like LeBron James is gonna have the greatest career, but is he the best? That could be up for debate. Like I'd probably say Jordan still, like at the peak of their powers. In their prime, I'd probably take Jordan.
You have your generational GOATs, like, because it's just hard. Like you have just so many good players, and just like these dudes are really all on the same tier. You have MJ with GOAT, like easily the most dominant player in his era. Kobe, same thing. LeBron, same thing. Like it's just how it is.
Yeah, you have like tier 1 players and you have tier 2 players.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm still confused. If he has the greatest career, that means he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's not like say you're in a lineup, right? You have them all. Like you're the captain of the team, and you have LeBron in his prime, and you have Michael Jordan in his prime.
Like who are you gonna take?
Who do you pick?
LeBron.
But it's also different too, Nebby, because
you taking LeBron? I'm taking Jordan.
I'm taking Jordan, dude.
I'm taking Jordan. But look, that's the thing though. That's why I feel like it's kind of 2 separate things. Like there's a BOAT, best of all time. There's a GOAT, greatest of all time. I don't know. It's 2 different things to me. Like LeBron's gonna have the greatest career, like when it's all said and done.
Is he though?
Is he?
Yeah.
I think he
This
will.
is the thing that irks me, though. This is the thing that irks me when you have that conversation is that right now you ask people and they would say the opposite. They would say, yeah, Jordan's the GOAT, but LeBron's probably the best player of all time.
Yeah, some people will say that. Yeah, some people will say that.
But then if he were to
You can literally argue both
his
ways.
accolades, then he could be the greatest, but not the best.
You can have the accolades. But
I'm just saying,
like,
before the accolades, people would still argue LeBron's the best player ever, but he's not the greatest. But if he gets the accolades to become the greatest, then he still wouldn't be the best. Then he would still be behind.
Yeah, but people can argue him being the best, but I don't think he's better than Jordan. I just think he's gonna have the greater career than him. Like at the peak of their powers, like I said, prime for prime, I think Jordan is better than him.
See,
Okay, but we're
Jordan's
literally talking
his
about
career is almost picture perfect considering like how long he played for.
Yeah. He did everything in a 10-year span.
Yeah, so it's literally you're talking like short and sweet, or you're talking about like, all right, I'm going for everything, and I'm just doing it over a long period of time.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. We're saying LeBron's gonna have the best career of all time, but at like you say whoever's Jordan's peak is here, LeBron's peak is just a little lower.
Well, yeah, no, I get that, but it's like at the same time you could also say Jordan had the best career because he was pretty much perfect. LeBron wasn't perfect.
Yeah, but like you got to factor in LeBron's been in the finals 11 times now, 10 times,
Something like that.
like. I mean, you got like just because Jordan missed the finals, just because Jordan was getting bounced out of the playoffs by the Pistons, and the Celtics or whoever, he was getting bounced out by those teams. You have to factor in LeBron made it to the finals X amount of times, right?
I mean, his path to the finals is also 100 times easier than Jordan's was. But his finals comp, but LeBron's finals comp was harder than Jordan's finals comp, though. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he dragged some awful teams to the finals, LeBron did. 08. Where's that 08 versus with he played the Spurs?
2009.
That was 2007, I think, actually. That was probably the 2007-2008 season. But
and then
I'm not.
You also have LeBron choking in a finals.
That's true. LeBron did choke in the finals.
That is true.
Y'all losing me here with the he has with the he has the greatest career, but he's not the GOAT.
I'm saying he's not better
You're
than
saying
him.
he's not better.
Talent.
That's what I'm
Talent
saying.
wise.
That's what I'm saying.
Talent.
I'm not saying. I said if LeBron wins this next season, he's probably the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Yeah, but he wasn't better than Jordan was, like at the prime, like prime for prime. I'm not taking him. I'm not taking LeBron over Jordan. Basically, like if I had them both prime for prime and I could pick one, I'm still going to take Jordan.
Okay, that's fine, but he's the GOAT.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't say he wasn't.
Okay.
I was just saying. I think LeBron could be the GOAT, but he's not better than him. Like I don't know. I think there's a difference.
Like eye test. Would you pick Jordan or did you pick LeBron?
Kobe.
I'm taking facts.
Anyway, don't know. We'll call it a night on that one.
Kobe
Bean.
Oh.
Kobe Bean.
Okay. I think I got to hop soon. I'm going to make a video.
Ooh.
But
all right, cool. All right, boys. Well,
I mean, I think we got it locked up.
Yeah, I think we got it locked up.
2021 champions.
Lakers 2021 NBA champions. Heard it here first. Hoop Network.
Here second.
So thank you all for joining, sticking around, watching the podcast. We'll be live again next week. And as always, please remember to like the videos, subscribe for more future basketball content, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Later.
Peace.